Nigerians react as Trump revealed his phone conversation with Buhari. Speaking at a press briefing ahead of Fox News, Trump confirmed that he had telephone conversation with President Muhammadu Buhari and equally said that Nigerians desperately need ventilators in its fight against COVID-19. Trump equally promised to send down 200 ventilators. We are going to send at least 200 ventilators to Nigeria. They said they would do anything for ventilators, Trump reveals. The Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, at the PTF briefing on Tuesday, 28 April 2020, had announced spoke that Buhari spoke on phone with Donald Trump on how COVID-19 is being addressed in Nigeria. The conversation was centered on Nigerians' response to COVID-19 outbreak. President Muhammadu Buhari used the opportunity to brief U.S. President on the steps that Nigeria is taking to contain this virus of the diseases, to contain the spread of these diseases. Lai Mohammed said, look at the reactions, some reactions of Nigerians below. Did I hear they will do anything for ventilators? Why does this sound creepy? Do anything. Please elaborate. I hope our president haven't sold the country like this. Did he just say we will do anything for ventilators? Do anything for ventilators. Please, let's talk on WhatsApp. I want to know who amongst us said that. I don't understand. Is this an edited thing or he really said it? They will do anything for ventilators. I'm not sure about that. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Viewers, is it true that Buhari said that they will do anything for these ventilators to be sent or to be given by Trump to reduce the spread or to cure those that are infected with this virus? Buhari can do that. He can say that because Donald Trump can't just hook up a story or can't just lie about such a thing. Imagine that. But the thing that Nigerians are angry about is the way Donald Trump exposed the conversation they had. He wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have told the world about the conversation or the reason why Buhari called him. No. Imagine that. According to the President of United States of America, he said that I called Nigerians, not Buhari, because Buhari is dead. How can Trump call dead Buhari after he called Buhari? Did he call the lifeless president or the dead president? Imagine that. So, do anybody with ventilators? Yes, of course. Buhari can use it as bed or any other thing. Nobody calls for ventilators. No Nigerians called for ventilators. So I don't know why Buhari is demanding for these ventilators. According to what he said he wants to use it to cure those that have COVID-19. Are you sure Buhari doesn't have this virus? Imagine that. Yesterday, I commented on a post credited to Femi Adesina, revealing that Buhari discussed with Trump. He said that Buhari said that Buhari said that they need this ventilator urgently. And I asked only Buhari, did Buhari said this or not? How true is it? Why did Trump said that Buhari said this? I also said that the two leaders would barely understand themselves, barely understand their English language they use in communicating with each other. Now, have you seen it? He did not understand Trump. Trump equally did not understood Buhari because of the intonation and grammar. Donald Trump would definitely release when speaking to Buhari. He can do anything. I know that if people really understand what this word means, do anything, then you will be able to interpret it very, very well, not the way we are interpreting it. Imagine that. I believe that wisdom demands that one should examine and re-examine informations from the world or from this ministry. Buhari telling Donald Trump that we can do anything, that Nigeria will do anything for ventilators. Can you imagine that? We have lost our pride. Buhari has made us to lose our pride as a nation, and going cap in hand to any country that cares to listen. This is not the first time that Buhari is begging for something. He has begged so many countries to loan them money, especially China. They have been loaning money from China, which they have refused to pay. Buhari can say anything to get anything. Imagine that from other countries. Why are we becoming so ridiculous and disgracing Nigeria? Are we worse than other countries in Africa? We are not as worse as this. Some Africans, some countries in this Africa. Our national pride is definitely at its lower elbow. Now that these words is being said by Donald Trump, or is being said by President Muhammadu Buhari to Donald Trump, people in the other country will be looking down on us, that we are so cheap. Look at what Buhari is saying, that they really need these ventilators, that they can do anything to get it. Imagine that. What do Buhari wants the other countries to be saying about Nigeria, begging for ventilators to cure the virus in their country? I've never seen any country that wants this ventilator. Or even if you want the ventilator, must he say what the kind of statement he said, that they will do anything? He shouldn't have said such. Imagine that. Wow, this is so unbelievable. Imagine that. And Trump has told everyone in this world. He did not only announced it on one channel, but all the channels in USA. And when he was speaking with a press briefing on that Fox News, imagine that. Donald Trump confirmed that he had telephone conversation with Buhari, and equally said that Nigerian desperately needs ventilators in its fight against COVID-19. Imagine. Did we ask Buhari to talk on our behalf? Did anybody in Nigeria told Buhari that they need this ventilator desperately? No, nobody asked him to ask or say such a word. Imagine that. Viewers, this is my own comment. Kindly drop your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you.